about to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.
And welcome back to another week of family meal ideas. Now if you are new here, I do one of these videos almost every week, and there are at least another 60 something of them linked in the description box down below. This week I have made some really good recipes, including a 3-ingredient curry that is so simple to do if you don't mess it up like I did, but you'll see what I mean when you watch the video. If you do like food videos and recipes and cooking vlogs and shopping hauls, make sure to go and subscribe and check us out on Instagram. It is the Foulger family. I'm going to post a lot more recipes over on there, and we tend to update our daily life a little bit more. So last week I only put up one video because I was really poorly, and hopefully things are getting sorted now and I'll be back to my Tuesday and Thursday schedule. So if you do like this kind of thing and you want to see more meals of the week videos, then give this video a thumbs up and let's go and have a look at what we've eaten. For our first dinner this week, I just made a homemade lasagna. I used my bolognese recipe that I've already got up on this channel. I will leave a link down below. It's just a spaghetti bolognese recipe. And then I used a really simple 6-minute microwave method for the cheese sauce, so I will leave the instructions for that in the description box if you want to check that out. It's really easy and foolproof, which is good for a cheese sauce. I just served it with some sweet potato fries, and I also put some carrots in it this time. Sometimes I do if I've got them, if not obviously I don't bother, but we fancy carrots in it this time, so that's what we had tonight. So this next evening it was Siren's 4th birthday, so any excuse for a party. We just wanted to do some little bits and bobs. We actually watched a really nice film, A Dog's Journey I think it was. It was so nice anyway. So we decided to have a little party to celebrate, and Siren even got a sausage out of it, so she was happy. We just had flatbread, some fruit, some chicken popcorn, crisps and dips, pizza, sausages, all that kind of thing, just to make an occasion for the boys. So the next night we decided to try and recreate a meal that we've had when we went to Florida. We went to Giordano's, which is like a deep dish pizza pie company, and it was absolutely amazing. If you want to check out our Florida vlogs, I will leave a link to those down below. But we thought we could recreate it using a cake tin and some dough. So we made the dough with one of the packets you get in Tesco's. You just add water to it and I think a little bit of oil. I can't remember what we put in it, but Steve did it. And anyway, you roll it out, and I thought, well, we'll put it in a cake tin, and then the idea is that you put it full of fillings and then it comes out a bit like a pizza pie. I mean, it was amazing, and you'll see in a minute. We tried to fill it, which might have been our first mistake. It tasted amazing, but we definitely put too much liquid in it and too much cheese, if there is such a thing. It didn't really hold. So while the end result wasn't very pretty, and I will insert a little clip, I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to have to show you. It wasn't the prettiest dish. It was really tasty, and we are going to try it again, but we're just going to put less liquid and less cheese so that it doesn't collapse all over the plate. But the boys had a great time actually filling up this dish. You put the mozzarella on the top?
Yeah, on the top.
Or should we just make one? I don't know.
No, make two. We're
not going to make 2 big ones though.
No.
Is that good?
Keep going.
Or should we put some mozzarella in as well?
Yeah, put some mozzarella in.
Right, you can start putting some hot dogs in.
Don't help or you can do it?
I can do it.
And what, probably put half the pepperoni in it and then half on top, do you think?
Yeah.
So, not, yeah, but place it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Do you reckon that's enough hot dogs? You can use all those hot dogs.
Like chestnuts all over again. Chestnuts finally all over the kitchen.
I'm putting hot dogs on top of them.
Don't touch them.
They're boiling hot.
1, 2.
Spread it out a bit, Jake.
I'm great.
That's alright.
Oh. Was the last 2?
6 on it.
Okay.
In each, yeah?
Yeah. Then what we're doing, we're going to put a layer of cheese and then the mozzarella on top.
Do you think we're going to fit it in there?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the edges. You can do the rest of that. I'm not worried about any seasoning or anything. I think.
No.
They've got to.
Right, need a bit more cheese.
From Giordano's in the making. No, I can't. I can feel it.
Are we going to just cook one or are we going to cook both?
No, we do both.
Yeah. Right, ready?
Do you reckon I need a bit more cheese
Oh,
than
we've got
that?
all this yet.
Okay, yeah. Put
You
that
can
on.
always put some more on top.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we want to go too crazy on the cheese. I mean,
No.
well, I suppose we can, but...
Not lactose intolerant.
That's what it had, didn't it? A big crust around the edge.
Yeah.
Like that. Otherwise you can't. Want to roll it down, don't you?
Yeah.
Otherwise that bit's going to be all burned.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that.
I'm just watching it from the camera. Looks good.
Number one done.
Close up before. This is what it looks like when it comes out the oven. And now, ready?
Mm-hmm. Are you recording?
Yes. Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at that! Da, 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 da. Da, da. Did you pull the thing out? Oh, look at that!
Whoa!
Look at that!
That's awesome.
Da, da.
How did we make one?
It's like-
I don't know how we actually made it.
We did that.
Is it hard on the edge?
Yeah.
Can I tap it?
Let's try this.
Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, that's.
Is it?
It seems sloshy.
I know your bucket.
Well, that's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah.
It's slushy.
Fine. Do with don't run a kitchen roll, I don't think.
We need a bread knife.
It's just a bit, maybe too much pepperoni, do you think? Ready?
I need a plate.
So this was the part I wasn't going to add in. The first slice looked good, but after that it all went downhill. There was just way too much cheddar cheese. I think there's a reason they only really put mozzarella in, because it's not as greasy and it sort of stretches a bit. But we still ate it. We used a knife and fork. We all managed about a slice, maybe half a slice. And then the funny thing is though, obviously when it went cold, it set really nicely and sliced really well. So if we'd only been a bit more patient, this probably would have been okay. But next time I make it, I will film it again and we'll see what happens. So after our pizza disaster, we decided to make a nice refreshing chicken noodle soup with carrots and sweet corn, onions, and we served it with a lovely granary bloomer. There is a full recipe for this in my slow cooker meals video. I'll leave them linked down below. You've probably heard me say it about 50 million times, but this is such a nice recipe and it's really refreshing, especially after that pizza slop. So I'm about to make my Cheats creamy chicken curry. I've actually got this recipe over in the highlights on Instagram, so if you're not following us over there, I am putting more recipes up in the highlights. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you go and check us out. I will leave the link up on the screen now. It's just the Foulger family. So we start off with some chopped chicken breast, which I'm just going to fry in my pan with a little bit of spray rapeseed oil. I've stopped using the fry light because it ruined my other pans, and I know hundreds of you have said the same thing. But I use the rapeseed oil in a spray bottle from Tesco and that works perfectly. So once our chicken has started to cook, I've just seasoned it with some salt and pepper. So here come the cheats part about this dish. You literally just take 1 tin of Campbell's condensed cream of chicken soup and add it to your chicken. So next I just half filled the tin with semi-skimmed milk and added that to the chicken and then let it all combine. And the last thing I'm going to do is just add 1 tablespoon of medium curry powder. The reason I'm laughing is because I was talking to my mum. I've cut the sound, but in the background she was talking about a little lantern that she's hung up and I wasn't paying any attention, and I really did not mean to put 2 tablespoons in. A medium curry powder actually was a lot hotter than I realised, so only add 1 tablespoon of curry powder, not 2. So just to prove to you guys that it is all real here and there's no fancy cooking, I completely messed up what I was just doing there. I was meaning to put 1 tablespoon of curry powder in, and I was voicing over, so I was chatting to my mum in the background because I knew I wasn't going to use the actual audio from the clip. So I was chatting away and I've put 2 massive tablespoons into the dish. way too hot. There's no way on earth that these boys are going to eat that. So I've got my slotted spoon and I've taken the chicken out, kind of shook it so as much of the liquid is left in here as possible. I've put the chicken pretty much dry into another saucepan, and in my cupboard I've got a cream of mushroom soup which I was going to use to make something for Steve and I. So I'm going to add this into that and I'm going to rescue it basically, and then I'm going to use this for what I was going to make for Steve and I, which I'll explain in a minute. If you're following this recipe, you just need 1 tin of soup, 1 tablespoon of curry powder and half a tin of milk. If you like quite a bit of sauce, you can leave the milk out. I am going to post this to my Instagram as well. I'll post the correct dosage. I'll post the correct amounts and the correct recipe, but I mean, if you like it really spicy, to be honest, for Steve and I, 2 tablespoons would probably be fine because we really like hot food, but there is no way the boys are going to eat it. So I'm going to put this in there. And for Steve and I, last night we had, or I made the chicken noodle soup, and in here are the leftovers. And what I was going to do was tip a tin of mushroom soup in with the leftovers and chop loads and loads of mushrooms, add those in, and then add a little bit of curry powder just so I could use this up. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, very carefully, plop that in there, very technical term there, plop. And I'm going to mix that through, which will dilute some of the spice anyway. And then I'm going to add loads and loads of chopped mushrooms, and then we've got another meal out of our chicken noodle soup. We also had it for lunch today, Steve and I, so we are going to end up looking like chicken noodle. But this is going to, I promise you, work in the end. But I thought I'd show you because I could have covered it up, edited it, chopped the footage and made it look like everything was fine, but I was like, no, I'm pretty sure people appreciate the fact that I've ballsed it up and I need to rescue it. So I'll continue to show you what I'm doing. Right, let Operation Rescue the Chicken Curry commence. Luckily I had another tin. I'm not even gonna tell. I mean, seriously, you would not believe the amount of things that have gone wrong for me today, and that was just one more of them. It is just, I dropped a can of Dr. Pepper when I walked out the supermarket. I mean, it's just, oh, I don't know. It's been one of those days anyway. So I'm going to try and rescue this curry. If I hadn't had any extra soup in, then I probably would have taken the chicken out and maybe added some gravy to it and made like a sort of chicken gravy. I don't know, there's all sorts of things you can do to fix stupid mistakes, because we all make them. So without the milk, it's actually really quite thick, and as I was trying to make it like a creamy curry, then I just wanted to add a little bit of milk, so about half a tin is probably okay. Just move you, it's not as easy to show you in a saucepan as it is a bigger pan. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk to that, and then hopefully some of the curry flavouring will come off of the chicken. And I'm not going to add any more curry powder because I can't be affording for it to go wrong again. I haven't got any more soup. I'm just going to add a little bit of milk to that now, and then add some mushrooms into the one for Steve and I, and it looks horrific. This has just been one of the worst cooking videos I could probably have ever put up. But there you go, this is life, and these things happen. So I have salvaged it and dished it up. So this is Bailey's, this one's Jake's, and this one Oscar's. I will let you know what they think. I'm hoping it's gone okay. It doesn't look the most appetizing, but it's like a creamy chicken curry, and if your kids aren't really fond of like traditional spicy or fragrant curry, then this is a really good alternative. And if you don't mess it up, it's a really quick dinner as well. So here is mine and Steve's dished up. It doesn't look very appetizing at all, and hopefully it's not too spicy. Steve's just got the sriracha out, and I said I don't think you'll be needing that. So we'll go and try it, and I'll let you know what I think, or we think. Put a lot of mushrooms in it as well, so it should be good. So for tonight's dinner, I've done chicken thighs on the grill with some roasted with some grilled tomatoes, and I've just put some extra strong cheddar cheese on them and some pepper at the end. We've got some balsamic vinegar, lettuce, cucumber, onion, and I've marinated the chicken in smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and lots of lime juice and salt and pepper. So that's what we've got tonight with our little cheese grilled tomatoes. tonight's dinner we have got sausages, roasted carrots, mashed potato and gravy. We've all got the same apart from Jake, who's always got his boiled potatoes because he doesn't like mash. And we've got Steve's over there and mine. And this is what we've got for dinner tonight, and it's proper comfort food. I'm really looking forward to it. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my disasters. I promise the other 68 of these videos aren't all like that. I don't always mess up everything I touch. So if you've made it through all that and haven't switched off, then well done, and make sure to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up if you want to see more of these videos, and I will see you guys very soon in our next video.
This is what we waited for.